Tuesday morning, and today I'm off down to Brightwell's Auction House, which is down by Leominster in Herefordshire. And today they're doing a classic car auction. It's one of their viewing days. I've seen a couple of lots that I'm interested in, so I thought I might pop along to have a look and see what's about. And so come join me, we'll go and look at a few of the cars there. So I've just arrived at Brightwell's, and I'm going to tell you a little about the one car that I'm really interested in, which is a 380 SL from 1985. It's finished in like a maroony burgundy colour, with a cream leather interior. I've only seen pictures and a little bit of video of this car. I haven't actually seen the car in person, which is why I've come down today. The estimate on it is 15,500, which seems a really good sort of buy for that car, hence why I'm interested. And I have to admit, one of the things that my partner and I have been talking about recently is actually having an older car, more of a classic car. And obviously for me, it had to be something with a 3-point star one. I was hoping something else, but it just happened that this SL sort of came out and jumped out at me. There's also another SL on sale, which is a 1972 car, so quite an early 107. That's a white one, that's a manual. I'm not quite so keen on that one myself, but it was owned by Jamiroquai, is it? Yeah,
Jamiroquai, JK.
JK from Jamiroquai. So again, a little bit of history there. So I'm going to have a look at that one while I'm here as well. So we'll go and jump out the car now. We're going to have a look inside. So here is the 1985 R107 SL that I'd come to see. And as you can see, it sports the lovely Mexican hat alloys. Lovely cream leather interior with all the wood trim on the inside there. And the overall opinion after just spending a few minutes around this car, sitting inside the car, looking around the car, getting into the bonnet, was just how tidy this car was. The pictures really don't do it justice. It really was quite a nice, clean, tidy car. A few little issues, a few little bits of bubbling. The interior could have done a little bit of tidying up. But everything else really looks smart on the car. I did have a look all under the wheel arches and all under the side of the car. There was a lot of undersills, I couldn't really see too much, but it looked quite a solid car. Overall, definitely might be worth bidding this car. So I thought I'd give you a little bit of an update. As you can see, I'm sat waiting for the auction to end. On my main computer screen here, as you can see, we've got 13 minutes left. The current bid is 9,250. I'd probably be happy somewhere in the region of maybe between 10 and 11. I would push a little bit more, maybe go 11.5, but then top of fees and VAT on your fee as well, you're looking at the best part of £1,500 if you paid 11.5. So I'm going to see what happens. It's still well within budget at the moment, but anything can happen next 12 minutes. And now on this screen, I'm just watching the auctions go. So every time one lot goes, I'm just getting the next lot up just to see what's going on. So actually on 78, and I'm just waiting for lot 90 to come around. Well, it would appear that I've won the auction. However, I haven't actually yet got the car. Because my current bid, it doesn't show me as actually winning because I haven't actually won it, is 10,325. However, it hasn't met the reserve. The estimate for this car was 13.5 to 15.5, so obviously we're a few thousand below what the estimate is. However, I don't necessarily know that 13.5 is that the reserve. I don't know what the reserve is for this car. So I think it's going to be a little bit of a question of waiting and just seeing what happens next. So I presume the next step is going to be getting in touch with the buyer. It's currently 8:45 on a Wednesday night, so I don't think they're going to be working this late trying to put deals together. So I suppose I'll have to wait till tomorrow morning and see what happens. So today is Thursday. And first of all, I thought I'd get out and start these two. I can't remember last time I started them. All the wet weather and stuff we've had recently, I haven't actually been able to use this pair. And any time it has been nice weather, I've always been busy doing other stuff. So I thought tonight I'd get them out, just start them off for 10 minutes each, and just see what's going on with them. I am going to a show on Sunday, which is, I think it's Chrome and Caffeine, something like that, up at Chatterimpton in Droitwich. Fantastic event organised by Footman James up at the Chatterimpton estate just outside Droitwich Spa town centre. Really recommend it. They had 1,000 places for this event and it sold out within 7 hours, so I think that shows how popular this event is. I was really lucky to get both of these cars actually in. So both of these guys are going out, so I thought let's give them a quick start up, make sure they're okay. They're still looking quite smart, ready for a show. Hopefully the covers are doing their job. However, I'm not going to dwell too much on these pair because I have bigger news. So I left it last night, as you know, with me basically having the highest bid on the auction. Now, the only thing was that the estimate was about over £3,000 higher than what my top bid was. Now, I said let's leave it, let's just see what happens tomorrow, and sure enough today I had a phone call quite early, actually about 9:30, 10 o'clock from Brightwell's. It was Will with Brightwell's dealing with, who obviously is doing a lot of deals today and trying to get a lot of the cars sold after last night's auction. So after a bit of to and fro in from between myself and Brightwell's and the seller, we've managed to come to an agreement and actually get the car sold. I'm not going to get too many details of the price exactly now, but basically I've bought the car. I've paid for the car today, so the car is mine, ready basically to collect now. I can't go, it's Thursday today, I can't go tomorrow because I'm basically at work all day. Saturday and Sunday the Brightwells aren't open, and then hopefully Monday afternoon, I'm hoping Monday afternoon I'll be able to go down. Hopefully my lovely girlfriend is going to drop me down. I haven't asked her yet, but hopefully she is. Probably take the B class down, drop me down there, and then hopefully pick the car up. It does start, I obviously went to view it on Tuesday, it started out absolutely fine, so we should be alright. I haven't yet driven it, so I'm a little bit nervous, a little bit apprehensive, but I'm actually quite excited about this. It's a new project. I know I haven't quite finished that project yet, but we won't go dwell into that too much. I know that needs work and that needs work as well at B class. There's a few little bits in each of the cars actually at the moment that sort of come up, but we won't go into that too much because we've got a new project. So I think we'll leave it there for now. I can't really do too much else now until Monday, so hopefully I'll see you on Monday and we'll go and do a little bit of videoing about how we pick up the car.
Smile, darling. Hello. Looks lovely.
So look what's made it home. My very own R107 380 SL. What an absolutely beautiful car this was to drive. Totally different to my SLKs. Very much a cruiser. It likes going at its own little pace. Despite the fact it's got a big 3.8 litre V8, it does like going at its own little pace. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's a really good cruiser and very, very comfortable. Probably out of all four of the cars we have on the drive currently, this is probably the most comfortable to drive, believe it or not. I did stop off at a lay-by on the way back. I was adjusting one of the hard top pins, which seemed to just be a little bit loose and to ping back out, which I was a little bit worrying. But when I stopped over, this gentleman was walking his dog and he commented how nice the car was, so I thought, wow, it's already winning sort of admirers and it hasn't even gone anywhere yet really. At least I haven't even took it home. So I'm going to give you a quick tour of the car, and then I'm going to talk a little bit about my plan for this car based on my drive home and what I've sort of seen already on the car. Okay, so the car's been home about an hour now. I've already done a couple of things. I've taken the AA badge, which is a modern reproduction badge, off the grille. I just think it looks a little bit more cleaner now already. Took a couple of stickers off the windows. There's a Mercedes club sticker, and you know I'm part of that club. So I don't really want a sticker on my car, but as you can see, absolutely stunning car, and I'm really in love with the colour. The outside's already quite well presented, I would say. The one area I would say needs a little bit of work is the interior. Now, it looks really quite smart actually. From a distance, when you start getting into it, a little bit grubby, a little bit tatty in places. There's like a few little sort of rips and bits in the seat, but overall really good looking car. I'm really impressed with how this car looks on the inside as well. Now, of course, this is the model also came with the option extra rear seats as well, which is really useful. I just want you to admire, when I close this door, the sound of the quality of the foot for what is nearly a 40-year-old car. Absolutely rock solid. And of course, on the back here, we've got the hard top. It also does have a soft top as well. I'm just going to pan back a little bit. I I'm amazed by the colour. I actually really wanted the bright red that you see, and it's like a solid colour, but this is like a dark red. I think it's like a metallic. And what an absolutely stunning colour it is. I'm really glad actually I didn't necessarily go for the red one. I think this makes a very good substitute, if not slightly better. So we'll have a look quickly at the wheels. Those are the very famous Mercedes Sombrero wheels, obviously for very obvious reasons. So let's go and move around the back. And one of the facts I found out about Mercedes recently, still this not the modern cars, is why do they have this sort of little recesses in there? Apparently that's to help with dirt and water, like all flow of water when you're driving in the rain and the wet and stuff. So there's an interesting fact for you in case you didn't know that. And as you can see, back end fairly standard for a R107 SL. So that was a very brief little sort of look at the car. There's still a lot more I want to show you on this car. I'll be doing a proper full in-depth sort of tour at a later date. However, I just really wanted to show you the car really and follow on from the video really. So probably next plan of action, I might see if I can get this booked in over at the SL shop. They do a vehicle health check, which is ideal. They aim it really at people that have just bought an SL to really get a better understanding of their car. So that's something I might do. They also combine it with a service as well, which this car probably could do with. And we'll see obviously what the vehicle health check says and see if there's anything else that needs doing to this car. So it's goodbye from me. Goodbye from my Classic SL, which I'm absolutely thrilled about. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.